Hello, this is 31U. The title of this video is called Blue Book versus Coinflation. Today I would like to share with you a little trick of the trade for buying and selling silver coins. The Blue Book is a collector's coin reference book listing types of coins, their value, grading quality, how many have been minted for each year. The Blue Book is a great source of information and is a good tool and has a lot of historical information as well on the way the founding of the coins first came about. Coinflation.com is a website that is used to determine the melt value of both base metals and precious metals. Coinflation is a good website that has news stories and headlines about currencies, even financial matters that affect metal prices, and even about what the Fed and the bankers' methods are doing that affect inflation as well as devaluation of the US dollar. What I like to do each time I go out the door to search for silver coins at yard sales, flea markets, and estate sales, I'll pull up the website coinflation.com and check the melt price of silver coins and the spot price also. This will give me a good idea of the up and down trend line of the metals. Anytime I can buy coins at or below melt price value of the current spot price is the best way to profit later on because of the combined running average of all your buys over time. The key is in the stock market is to buy low and sell high. Take your profits when you can and rebuy later on. When using the Blue Book for coin reference and collector's value, always be sure to compare the precious metals prices of the day by using Coinflation. The reason is sometimes precious metals can be very volatile and often changing day to day, monthly, and even yearly. A Blue Book can be published for, say, a year beginning this year, 2013. But the metal value can sometimes spike on you and outrun the prices listed in the book itself. So when in doubt, compare the two. Always looking what your current spot price is starting the day, and so you can get a good idea of what the trend line is of the metal itself in the market. What I'd like to do is give you an example of what I'm saying. I have a Blue Book in front of me, and it's the current date, 2013. I like the Blue Book because it seems like it's more on the lines of what the street value of coins are. You know, you got spot, you got collectors, you got the melt value of coins, and then you have the average Joe on the street, what he's willing to pay for a coin. So a lot of times the Blue Book seems to be in line with everyday people. So what I'm going to do is go to the page 266. Okay, on page 266 what we have is a bullion values chart. On the left side you have spot price, and on the right side, which I've marked silver dollar, mainly because it's popularity, and it has the melt price of 90% silver coins and their actual weight. So today I've checked this morning, and spot price is at 23.15. So I go to the chart in the blue book, and let's say 22.50. I come over, we're at 17.40 on melt on the silver dollar. You can also use this chart for other coins like the war nickels, 42 to 45. They have 35% silver. They have a melt value. The dimes, quarters, halves, and even after 1964, when you had a short period of time where they had the silver clads at 40%, it even gives the melt value on those. So if you come back, say as an example, we'll take the peace dollar, 1922, collector's value, $25 this year. Okay, now we'll go to Coinflation.com. It's a website that I like to use when I go out doing my little treasure hunting. See that silver is 23.15 as of today, and like I said, the site gives some news on current headline news on currencies, precious metals, and everything that affects inflation, deflation, and all those good things that the market strives on. So we come down here to the base metals. It has base metals also. Try to get this in for you a little bit better. Say on the penny 1982 and back, it takes 2 cents to make, just over 2 cents to make this penny. So you can see that every time the Treasury makes a batch of pennies, even with the newer ones that have a zinc quality to them, it's still over 1 cent to make these pennies. They're doing a little better, but actually they pass on these costs to the taxpayers when they make, millions of these pennies. So we'll go back down to the peace dollar. And you have Peace and you have Morgan. They're both 90%. They both weigh alike, depending on the age of the coin and the quality, of course. Come over here, and the melt value is at 17.90. Okay, so the Blue Book and Coinflation are pretty much in line as of today. Like I said, spot price is at 23.15, and here's your metals value and your face value, which is $1, and your melt value of silver, 17.90. So remember, the collector's value in the Blue Book was $25. So if I went out today to buy this coin, I've got my spot price, I got my melt price that I'm looking at. So if I go out and I got my eye on some coins that I'm looking to buy from maybe an individual at a yard sale, flea market, whatever, I'll try today to get those coins at a, the best buy I can. So I'll try from $10, and then I'll go up steadily, maybe $2 at a time, until I get to my current melt price. So it gives me, a good investment on buying the coins at or below the current melt price of the coin. That way, if the spot price takes a trend line upward, as it did last year, up to $42, you'd be able to sell these coins at a good profit as that trend line goes up. This is what I done last year, and it worked out pretty good. Remember, anytime you buy the coins at melt or below over a period of time, you take that running average of all your buys and you get a good average per ounce that you're looking at. Say you've got a running average of $14 an ounce and you want to lower that. Well, maybe your next buy, you want to buy those coins below 14. So all your running averages kind of affect that total average of buys over time. So when you see that big spike in silver happen and you want to cash in, then you know exactly what you need to get out of those coins to make a profit. So like I said, Coinflation is a good guide before taking off on the weekend to do a little treasure hunting at the flea markets, yard sales, estate sales, and use your blue book as a reference, and but always check your current market spot price. And you can go to these sites and they can actually, they have a calculator on these sites also. You can put the number of coins that you have accumulated, and say 200 silver dollars, and you can put that in there and click on the calculator, and they can give you the price range for today, what you should be reselling those coins at. And it's often at melt price is what they're showing. So it's always good to have a plan before going out buying coins. That way, when you do decide that you've got your eye on a collection, just always remember, just like in the stock market, you want to keep your eye on the trends. You want to keep your eye on the current metals direction, and that way you can buy accordingly, or you can go into a hold position and wait for a couple weeks until you feel that you're more comfortable with the trend line going a different direction, hopefully the preferred direction you want it to go into. So you go up to the top of these pages and you got all these tabs. Like I said, you got the coin calculator, you got gold values, you got silver values, and you got base metals. So you can go and use this site and keep up with the current trends. I really do like it. A lot of collectors use this site as well. So do as the collectors do, buy as they do. Coins are a good investment.